Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. I'm Random Ross and today I review Fear Street, Part 1, 1994. So, Part 1. This is based on the book series by R.L. Stine of the same name, Fear Street. And this first feature film was directed by Lee Jankia or something. Starring Kiana Mederine, I'm butchering the name here, Olivia Scott Welch, Benjamin Florence Jr., Julia Rainwald, Fred Hatchinger, Ashley Zuckerman, Daryl Britt Gibson, Maya Hawks, and Jordan Spirio. So this is, as I said, a feature film that's just dropped on Netflix. So this is the first of 3 feature films of Fear Street. So like I say, this is a trilogy, and this first one is set in 1994, where in a small town of Sunnyvale a deranged killer is on the loose killing, and of course when you think he's taken down, he comes back in true slasher fashion. Not only that, we find out that the town's had a history of these brutal murders of different killers, and also we then find at the end, end of all, it's all from a witch. And one of our final girls, Sam, her blood intertwined with the burial of the witch after a prank gone wrong, and we then have this whole thing where they're after her because of her blood, and they have to find a way to stop this and stop these killers. And yeah, that's pretty much the premise of the story. I don't want to give too much away because I've just finished watching this right now on Netflix and it's very new, so like I say, I don't want to give too much away, but let's get to my likes and dislikes. First of all, I like the slasher aspect in this. I'm a huge slasher fan and I like that stuff. I also liked that it was set in the 90s, it had good 90s callback, and the soundtrack as well was great in 90s, and the visual effects, practical and digital, were great, and I very much enjoyed this one. It was about 107 minutes long and it feels like a slasher film, and I'd say it is. And this ends where it's to be continued, and part 2 I believe is going to be called 1978, where we look back further in time, but that's all to come next week. So yes, Fear Street Part 2 will be out next week. So yeah, I like this one. I liked our protagonist in this and our final girl. I liked some of the kills as well, despite how brutal they were, and the gore and the blood. I also like that this was all like adult effects. Now, I've not really read the Fear Street books. I read some of the Goosebumps books, but the Fear Street books I've not read, so I wasn't fully familiar with this, so I kind of went into this blind. I didn't really bother with the trailers much, but I'm glad I watched this. I am glad I watched this. I don't know if R.L. Stine wrote these books aimed at teenagers or something. Let me know down in the comments below if he did, because I know that Goosebumps is child-friendly horror, and R.L. Stine is known as the Stephen King of children's literature. But I surprisingly like this one. Like I say, I am a slasher. I do love slasher films. I'm a slasher fan, and I did like this one. Of course, I didn't like how predictable it was, how cliched it was. Yeah, with this being a slasher, it's going to have its typical cheesy cliches, and I was expecting that anyway. But yeah, I very much enjoyed this first part, and I'm looking forward to seeing part 2, which drops on the 9th, which is a week today. So yeah, do I recommend this one? Yeah, I'd say check it out. You could either watch the films week by week, or you could watch it all in one big go, like a trilogy, because I said this is a trilogy. So yeah, Fear Street Part 1, 1994. What am I going to rate this? You know what, I'll give it 3.5 machetes out of 5 for this one. 3.5 machetes out of 5. No, do you know what? I'm going to change that. I'll give it 4 machetes out of 5. 4 machetes out of 5 for Fear Street Part 1, 1994. So have you seen this one yet? It's on Netflix now and it's available to stream. So be sure to check it out. And yeah, I'll probably watch Part 2 next week and then review it probably after. You know, like a late night review. So anyway, yeah. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to share with your friends and to subscribe if you want. You know, it's a small click, but it'd mean a great deal to me. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all down to you lot. Anyway, yeah, I have social media links: Facebook group, Twitter, Instagram. You can check all those out and follow me on there. So yeah, that's it for this one. I've been Random Ross. This has been a Revolting review. So until next time, don't have nightmares.